So here is the assignment for today. If you go into your Sound Trap link that I sent you, you're going to have this. This is the sample that we're copying. When you solo this one, it's going to be the official instrumental. And the 808 by itself, this is the one I recorded off of listening to the sample. This is the first track that you're gonna reproduce. So when you reproduce it, you're gonna go over here in this cycle region, and I want you to pause the video on this. This is what I'm gonna share with you here. This is what you need to copy. So here is everything close up. So notice that there's a note right here on B flat -1, B flat -1, and then here E flat 0, G flat, and so on. So go ahead and pause the video here. This is where you're going to copy the notes. And how you do this is through recording on your side. So you want to make sure you click on Gritty Long sub 808, and you just hit the record button. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just record a little bit of gibberish on there, and then double click on it, and now you have an open place to write. So get your writing tool, and you're going to go down to that area and start copying these notes over here. Now the point of this is to learn how to write notes. So I'm going to go in here, right, and then just copy these notes in there. If they don't end up on the right place, you just use the arrow and you move things over. If it doesn't move it, you have to zoom in. There you go. That's how you do it. So now when you zoom in, you could actually move the notes where you want them. So go ahead and copy that first one. All right, the next track that you're going to be copying is the reverse 808. So I'm going to take this out of cycle range, and hear this 808. All right, you're going to go over to your downloads. Now your downloads are in Drive, or they're in your Chrome download bottom tab. So just go ahead and find the actual one, and you're going to click and drag it in. So go ahead and find that, and it's on Canvas. It's number 2. What I'm going to do, you can actually get it from here as well if you don't have the downloads. I'm going to copy that and paste it. All right, so once I have this one over here, and let's say you already copied this and it's over there. And how I'm doing this clone function on your Chromebook, it's Alt and then hold Alt down, and you click and move, place, unclick, and take Alt up. On a Mac, it's the same way that we've done in class. It's going to be Command. All right, so we have the reverse, so you're going to have to figure out where in time this actually falls. So if you want to find out where that falls for that reverse sub, you kind of have to zoom in a little bit and figure out that it's a bit right there. Now the trick is it's right before this gritty long sub happens. Notice how these are together, and this one ends and that one begins. So that's the secret. And just like the second one does, it comes in at bar 6 right before the second beat of bar 6. So figure out how to do those two, you can use the clone function or import two different sounds in there. All right, the next sound is going to be the famous ear. That's the one I recorded. So I want you to record your own. Some people got really creative and actually recorded different things in their house, like their cat. They recorded meowing. So meow, meow, two different meows. But for you, you'd go here and you turn on the record function. And all of a sudden you have this record. When you hit the record, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And you record both of those. I'm going to turn my metronome on this time. Delete that one. All right, here we go. 2, 3. Hilarious. I could just record one measure. Make sure on the beat down on the 1, it's going to be E, and then all of a sudden you could record, cycle it. Sorry, record it. Cycle this. So now what it's sounding like is this. And notice mine got a little bit, it was a little late, so I'm going to go in and edit this sample. Bring that in a bit. And notice that it's off a little bit, so now I'm going to go in and record it again. 4, 1, 2, 3. All right, there you go. Now that I got that going on, I'm going to fix this a little bit and see what it is. All right, I have to trim this back down to one measure. There we go. And let me see if that worked. All right, there you go. So that was the process of recording. Notice I tried it a couple times. All right, the Revolve. I'm going to show you what this one is. All right, here is the MIDI to copy. Once again, you use the Revolve. Use the same track that I recorded here for you. And I want you to write these notes. When you write them, you're going to be using the same method as before. You'll go in and hit record on this track. So I'm on Revolve, hit record. And then on my musical typing, I just record a couple of notes and it creates this whole cycle range recording area where I could start writing. So if you put things to the side there and you get your pencil, you can start writing right there. And then you see how long it is. This one's here and so on. Another one there. Gonna have to lower this one. And you want to count the grid marks. It's usually 4 or 8. So notice that you're basically copying what I've done. And if you want to move things, you have to go to the arrow, moving this one down and down, and so on. So just redo what I've done here and use the writing function. On dubstep here is the actual what the pattern that you're going to see. At first it says patterns. If you go to piano roll, it shows you what it is. Instrument is this function. but you do want to go to piano roll here. All right, for me, let me unmute this one as well. There we go. Okay, on piano roll, you could zoom in and see that it's just one pattern, really. One pattern that is happening. There we go. All right, so the first one. And then it does this short thing. So when you write, when you're writing these, you want to use the pencil, and use the arrow to move them into place if they're in the wrong place. Quick note, you can't move things with this icon. You have to kind of wait for the arrow before you could drag it. And notice how short this is here. All right, I'm going to let you all do that on your own. So pretty challenging to figure this part out, but I know you can do it. And the last one is the box strings final. It says final because it took a long time to figure this sample out. So let me go back here, turn my looper off. All right, so all you got to do for that one is download the sample and import it in to the project on this side. So for me, I'm just gonna copy it over there with my Alt or Command and click. Good. So in the end, after you attempt to recreate what's happening here, your side should look like this. I'm just gonna, for now, do a little pasting, copy pasting. All right. And there you go. So in the end, your project's going to look like this. And let me just double check this one. All right, there you go. And you should have brought in the sample over here. All right, good luck. Try to get as far as you can reproducing these things, or in the end, if you just want to copy paste from the left side to the right side, that's fine for now. Just want to get you started on deconstructing the box. All right, until next time, you all, I will see you on Friday as well. So try to get as far as you can, and on Friday, we're going to finish up.